Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is you're watching me. I hope you're having a great day. Yes. So the today, I don't even know. I don't want to smile, but ever since I learned that from Wikipedia that Doctor DK Daniel Kolawole Olukoya had a PhD in molecular genetics. I don't know whether I should be laughing or I should just sit somewhere and be like, what the hell do you mean by this guy studied molecular genetics, had a PhD in molecular genetics, and he would lie like that? It's like, when you lie against God, you have this way of, okay, it's God. But then when you then still now, after you've lied against God, you still now lie against what you've studied. That's like double tragedy, actually. Hear me? How will you study molecular genetics, have a degree, and you would lie? Something that even what you studied can expose you, that you have just lied. But at the same time, I told you, every time that man opens his mouth, he just lies. So there's this overwhelming evidences that I don't even know what exactly I want to pick on today. But then also, most importantly, I've come to realize that we as Christians, because we've spent all our lives being lied to, we don't have the same level of understanding. So if I were to bring out something from the scriptures and explain it, some people will understand and they'll be like, yes, that's a sound doctrine. Some people will be like, let me go and think about it. Some people will be like, Irani, my pastor said it like this. So I then realized that when Paul was saying that some people are still feeding on milk, he was not lying. But there is also this need to ensure that the people feeding on milk also can come to the point where they will feed on on meat, where they will be able to feed on meat and chew bones to boost their calcium, their spiritual calcium. So I now want to come and expose our daddy, because our daddy has lied again using mathematics. But before I say anything, I need us all to watch this video.
So that's why I'm telling you these things. Deeply spiritual. It's the bottom of many of the warfare we are fighting now. Many of us here are firstborns. Most of the firstborns, they are just to open the gate. They use them to open the gate. When you're a pioneer, you are the first person to start something. It is you who will see the most troublesome wahala. That's why many firstborns, they are there. Their junior brothers, junior sisters are prospering. They are not, because they have used them to clear the gates. You follow what I'm saying? So you must be very attentive. If a man goes to sleep with a prostitute, demons from the last 7 men that she slept with will enter the man.
wọ́n wọnú ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀.
Then all the spirit husbands that are available
gbogbo àwọn ọkọ ọ̀run tó sì wà
will be harassing the man.
yóò máa yọ ọrú ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́nu.
Because he's sleeping with their wives, you see.
torí pé àwọn ìyàwó wọn ló ń bá sùn.
If a woman sleeps with a loose man,
bí obìnrin kan bá ọkùnrin oníṣekúṣe sùn,
it doesn't matter whether somebody is speaking in tongues,
kò ṣe pàtàkì bóyá irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ ń fèdè fọ̀
takes Bible.
àbò ń gbé bíbélì
If he
ẹ̀rí
says he
wọn
wants
kiri
to marry a Christian,
tó sì ń lóhun fẹ́fẹ́
and
onígbàgbọ́.
if that brother is sleeping with you,
ṣùgbọ́n tó ní arákùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ń bá ọ sùn,
I submit to you that he is not born
ó
again.
fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ wí fún ọ pé kò dàtúndé kan.
Even if he can sing praise worship like canary,
ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó lè kọrin ìsìn bí ẹyẹ àwòkọ,
he's not born
kò
again.
dàtúndé.
So after fornication,
lẹ́yìn àgbèrè
he will give himself a thorough bath,
yóò fúnra rẹ̀ ní ìwẹ̀ tó mọ́,
fleet perfume all over the body,
yóò fi olóòórùn dídùn sára.
and say, "Thou art
olùgbà ìwọ ni ó yẹ.
what? He's not born again."
kò dàtúndé.
And if you have that kind of person,
wá sì ní irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀,
you better run.
ó jẹ́ tètè sá.
Because the way he is sampling that girl
nítorí lọ́nà tó gbà fi ń yẹ
is the way he has
ọmọbìnrin
been sampling them.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ti ń yẹ gbogbo wọn wò káàkiri.
So if a woman sleeps with a loose man,
bí obìnrin kan bá ọkùnrin oníṣekúṣe sùn,
demons from the last 7 women
àwọn ẹ̀mí èṣù láti inú àwọn obìnrin méje tó bá
that
sùn
he slept
sẹ́yìn
with will enter the woman,
yóò wọnú obìnrin bẹ́ẹ̀.
and their spirit wives too will be harassing her for sleeping with their husband.
àti àwọn aya ọ̀run tó ní wọ́n máa gbógun tì í nítorí pé ó bọ́kọ wọn sùn.
Amen.
àmín.
You know, sex is normally for physical elements.
ìbáṣepọ̀ ó wà fún àwọn.
My beloved, welcome back. So, I just need you all to do me something. If you can just get yourself a pen and a book or a piece of paper or a toilet paper or anything you can calculate on, and if you can, pull out your calculator on your phones, because we're going to do numbers today and it's going to be beautiful. So you will calculate some things. You just heard what he said. He said if you sleep with a man that is loose, demons from the last 7 men would enter you. Demons from the last 7 men would enter you. That's phase 1. And the spirit husband, let me listen to it myself also, so that I'm not biased. So I like to be unbiased, because one thing about the scriptures is that the scriptures is beautiful and it will take no sides. That rubbish he just said, he did not say it as an opinion. Now, there's something in law you call expert opinion, where you are qualified to give an opinion based on your skills or based on your professional status. So if I were to be a doctor, you can invite me to court based on my years of experience and my field of study, and you can ask me to give an expert opinion on a subject matter. But what you just listened to was not, or does not in any way look like an expert opinion. It was a statement made as a fact, because it said demons from the last blah 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 will follow. Now there are 2 sections there, but I would first come from the angle of the scriptures. That rubbish that Lukoya just said has zero biblical reference to back it up. There is nowhere in the Bible where it was said that when you sleep with a loose woman or with a loose man, that demons from the last 7 men that person slept with would enter into you. There is no biblical reference that backs that rubbish he just said when he said that when you sleep with a loose woman, demons from the last 7 men she has slept with would enter into you. When I say zero, I mean nada. Now, for a society that has trends has transcend time, we've seen people commit adultery. We've seen people fornicate in the Bible. In fact, one person that will probably have PhD in doing that is Solomon, because Solomon has many wives and concubines. Like, he has already experienced, he has slept with a lot of people. Also, another person that has history of always having sex will be David. In fact, David went for someone else's wife. There is no reference that demons from the last 7 people that woman slept with entered into David. According to this book, there is no singular record of it. There is no record of it. It was not even mentioned as a fact. It was not even mentioned as a suggestion from the beginning of the scriptures to the end. So where did he get that rubbish from? But that is one. So now let's go to the realm of mathematics. I love mathematics. You know why? Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't have emotions. Numbers don't feel sorry for you. Numbers are numbers. Now this statement is divided into 2. 1, demons from the last 7 men, if you're a woman, would enter into you. That's the first statement. But he said, and all the spirit husbands around will start to harass the man. Will start to harass the man or harass the woman. Now, I want to believe he say, I don't want to infer from him, because if I try to infer from him, I'll be trying to save his case, because if I were to be his lawyer, I would just be, Lord, his lawyer must be doing it good, if I was his lawyer, I'll be charging him twice as much, because this one is just stupid. But then, I don't want to insult him, but then he talks like a stupid person. So, I say, Baba. But before I talk, let me expose him first. So the first one I want to address is demons from the last 7 men. Demons from the last 7 men. So I'll be using myself as an example in this beautiful scenario. I'm married. Oh, so I consummated my marriage with my husband. So this is Bolu. She's married to a husband. So if I was loose, demons from the last 7 men that I slept with then enters into my husband, or enters into whoever it is I'm sleeping with again. Now, there's no specific number of those demons that I've slept with. In fact, let me make this thing beautiful. There's no specific number, just demons from the last 7 people. So we have the number times 7. So whatever number these demons are, it will be multiplied by 7, because the figure is demons from the last 7 men. So imagine a situation whereby, let's just say, each person has a demon. So 7 times 1 equals 7. So I already have 7 demons. Bolu has 7 demons dwelling inside of her. But the moment I sleep with that person, all these 7 demons then do inverse variation. They get transferred to the other person. So this person now has 7 demons inside of them. So now we've transferred the 7 from point A to point B. However, point B too has had sex before on multiple occasions. So peradventure, each person in the life of Mr. B, which is the person I'm sleeping with, has two demons, because they are exchanging demons based on sex. So let's say I'm just choosing a fair number to be fair to your daddy, so that it's not as if I'm exposing him too much, So that is 2 times 7. So with the person I'm sleeping with, 2 times 7 equals 14. So there's now an exchange of demons where I give that person 7 and the person gives me 14 for 7. Can you see? So now I have 14. But keep in mind that I had 7 before. There were 7 before, the last 7 people. And now, because I've slept with this person, now you have 7 minus 1. Because now, this next person I've slept with then deletes a number from my previous 7 to give me 6. And now it is this 6 that I carry forward with his own to make another 7. So now I have 6 plus 14. 6 plus 14 is 20. So now I have 20 demons dwelling inside of me. If we're to go by what he just said, if I now sleep with somebody else, again, keep in mind he said demons from the last 7 people. It will mean that I just transferred to this new person, Mr. C, 20 demons. Cool? But if my own demon, if the first previous 7 demons had left me to enter Mr. B, where did I then get? So where is the last 7 demons coming from again? If you transfer demons from the last 7 people you've slept with that have entered you into another person, now 7 minus 7 should give you 0. 7 minus 7 should give you 0. I initially had 7. Cool? And now I have sex, because sex now is the coitus, now is the means of exchange of demons. That's all the Bureau de change for forex. So now, if sex is the means of exchange for exchanging demons, and I had 7, and I just slept with another person, I just slept with someone, and I transferred those 7 to that person, I should have 0. So if I have 0, there should be nothing to exchange when I sleep with Mr. C. Excuse me. But since he is saying that demons from the last 7 people would then follow, it contradicts the very statement he just said, because now it means that nothing has been transferred. Because it's supposed to be 0. If I give you $7, or I give you 7 naira. I just don't want to say 7 naira because naira we don't have 7 naira in Nigeria, so I will likely be using dollars to explain. If I have $7 and I transfer $7 to you, what should I have? 0. So if I then go and meet somebody else and I still have to transfer another 7, that would mean 0 minus 7, which will give me minus 7. Because now, if you are insisting that from the 0 that I still have to transfer 7 demons from the last 7 people I've slept with that I'd already transferred, then I'll be owing the next person I'm sleeping with a deficit of 7 demons. I'm owing the person 7 demons that I don't have. I need to transfer according to you. So I'm owing I'm owing that person 7 demons. Where do I get it from? Daddy Gio, do you have your book? Because we are doing serious calculations. So now keep in mind that previously I had 7 and the person I just slept with gave me 14. So if I then have 20, because for now there are 2 different problems now. We already have minus 7 waiting. But if we don't have the minus 7 demons, and the person I slept with, Mr. B, just gave me 14. So that is 14 plus 6, the 7. So 14 plus minus 6. So it means that this minus 6 does not exist anymore. Because I'm already at 0 before. Sorry, hold on. People keep calling me. For me to be able to balance the deficit behind, because now I've just had sex with another person, so now there has to be a need for 1 to be subtracted from that 7 so that I can add to that person and have my 7 numbers back, because we know that the n factor here is 7. So the moment I then have 6, now remember that 6 is a negative number because I don't have it. It's 0. But now if we were to go by what he's saying, so now you have a negative of minus 6. And if this new person, Mr. B, that I slept with before I slept with Mr. C, has 20, minus 6 plus 14 should give you what? Again, we calculate me, but before you say I'm lying against your daddy, our daddy is doing a lot of things. That is 8. So now you have plus 8. So now I have plus 8 demons that have entered me. So if I then carry that plus 8 to Mr. C, and let's say in the case of Mr. C, he has slept with a lot of people and he has probably 25 demons based on what I just calculated, times 7 times 7 times 7. So let's say he has 25. But then if everything is times 7 times 7 times 7, you will know that thing has to be like 1 times 7, 2 times 7. So let's look for the timetable of 7 and just say, don't let me shoot your daddy in the leg too much. I don't want to crucify him. So this will be 25 equals 25. So there will be an exchange where Mr. C has 25 and I have plus 8. The moment there is coitus, there will be an exchange here. So Mr. B gives me 25. Mr. C gives me 25. I give Mr. C 8. C equals 8. And me and Mr. A and Mrs. A. So A equals 25. So now Mr. C has 8 demons inside of him, and I have 25 demons. Now this is just between me and few numbers. So now if I have 25 and I had 8 before, I would have to subtract 1 to bring the budget back and balance it, because now we still have to work with the number 7, which means plus 8 minus 1 will give you plus 7. Plus 7 plus 25. That's my calculator, but I don't want to be using my phone calculator. I want to be using this kind of calculator so that we all can see it. So, because my mom used to tell me that Ishiwo ni oko dido. So now you have 25 minus plus 7. So 25 plus 7 will give you 32. 32 demons. Cool? So Mr. C then has 8 demons. So now, if I transfer demons, remember previously I had just 8. If I transfer demons, all the demons I had with the 7 people I slept with before, to Mr. C, and now he has 8, what am I transferring to Mr. D? Because the moment I have 32, based on the 6 previous one, I'm back to minus 6. Again, because I just gave everything I had to Mr. C. So if I gave everything I had to Mr. C again, where do I get the remaining 7 demons from? Are the demons multiplying themselves? Because these numbers don't add up. But then, in that statement, there are 2 sections. He now said, all spirit husbands will harass the man. So there is a place where spirit husbands harasses you, and there's a place where demons enter into you. Dr. Dike Olukoya, can you please, in simple terms, when I was in God will bless my principal, Mr. Bello. When we used to do summary in English in SS3, the man would tell us in 5 sentences, summarize this statement. Now, in a sentence, can you differentiate, please, between demons and spirit husband? Differentiate in a singular sentence, I dare you. Demons and spirit husbands. Because you have used your own mouth to just say that demons and spirit husbands are not the same. Because one, you said demons from the last 7 men they've slept with will enter. You're talking about possession. Possession. And in the second phase, you said all the spirit husbands will harass them, will harass the person. You're talking about spiritual harassment, demonic, spiritual, don't let me help you. Spiritual harassment. Are you saying that the ones that will enter are different from the ones that we harass? Or are they doing the same thing? Are they inside and outside at the same time? Because if we were to then use the law of relativity, is it law of relativity or from Albert Einstein, where E equals to MC square? I know book. I know book. E equals to MC square. So that's the law of relativity. Sure now? Yes, where E equals to MC square. Now, how can a demon be inside and outside at the same time? How? I don't even know the number I've gotten myself into now. Also, if you just said that they are different now, because obviously from what you just said they are different. Are you saying that every believer that goes out there are possessed of demons? Because it will mean, if what you're saying is true, then every believer that I've seen through fornication or adultery is possessed. Torí tó bá ń fẹ́ parọ́, máa ọkọ sọ sọ́wọ́ kó máa gbé sétí. You too dey lie. Now, I don't want video waiting for 22 minutes. I would go to another one, but I don't want this video to be long because I will be exposing you for the liar that you are. So, sir, differentiate between demons and spirit husband, because it's as if they are two separate entities, so that we'll be able to know if the spirit realm has demons separately and spirit husbands separately. Are spirit husbands not demons, or are they demons? Because the moment you say they are the same, from this nonsense you have just said, you just destroyed everything about Einstein used his life to discover, where E equals mc square. Daddy, you have lied again. Have a great day.